Are you looking for some new shoes? Not really sure where to start. Don't want to buy the same one that you always have. I'm Dr. Dukes. I can help. I love talking shoes with my patients. I do have a belief that a shoe has a purpose. Sometimes walking your dog shoe and a running shoe are going to be slightly different, and that's okay. If you need one to cover both, we can help you figure that out as well. I'm going to talk about a little bit about shoe anatomy in this video. Really just the three big things that are non-negotiables have to happen in a shoe. And then there's two extra ones that depends on the purpose as to how much you focus on it, in my opinion. So first thing, width. Like you can't go around it. You can't squeeze the forefoot and you can't push the big toe in. Lots of shoes say that they're wide, but they push the big toe in and squeeze it. And that negates the benefit of it being wide here. So a straight big toe is pretty important. That's number one. And this works in shoes that are padded versus not. The next thing that we consider is the weight. How much does that shoe weigh if I'm going to be running in it? We want it to be as light as possible and do what it needs to do. And that would work for a casual shoe as well as it does for an athletic shoe. The third thing that I consider like a big category would be the padding. What type of surface are you going to walk on? You're going to be walking in grass because then you can get away with a little less padding. Or are you running on pavement and you're going to run for a long time? Then you might want to put a little bit of padding in it. So this is a shoe that I run in. This shoe has the most padding of any shoe I own, but it's for running on concrete. It pads my body and it gives me a little bit of ease. So I have running shoes that are less for shorter distances that have less padding, but they make my feet work a little bit more. So there's a little bit of compromise depending on what you're looking for. Fourth option would be the flexibility of that shoe. This shoe, while it's padded, is still pretty flexible. It doesn't have any support. But then we also have shoes like these guys that are more casual shoes that are really bendy, can fold in half, you can roll them up, right? If I were to go walk my dog in these shoes on pavement, my feet are working really hard. That's the point. So there's a time and a place for everything, right? You have to sacrifice something for another in some cases in shoes. Or the 15th thing that we're going to talk about is the drop. So anything 4 millimeters or less is considered minimal. So if you're going to have a long distance running shoe like this with a little bit more padding and it's a 4 mil like this one is, then that allows a little bit of accommodation for the shoe and the padding to squish down so we don't go below 0, which is important, right? It allows a little bit more wear out of the shoe, but anything from there, you're not changing the mechanics of the foot heavily. You're just focusing different efforts on being able to train and recover versus strengthening your foot like you would in a shoe like this. Like a casual shoe that might look a little bit better, we see that we have a nice width, but it does start to push that big toe in a little bit. So this is a shoe that I wouldn't wear for very long, but I might be able to get away with it for a few hours for a nice dinner or for something along those lines. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps you understand what you look for in your shoes. If you're on the fence between what type of shoe you want to wear or for the purposes you're looking for, feel free to reach out, schedule a discover call and have the shoes handy. Or if you're local and you want to come in, please come on in and we'll talk shoes.